Back in October, we put together a live stream called You Are Not Ready for the Bear. Truth is, nobody's ever really properly ready for a bear. Now, last week was odd for a number of reasons. Yes, dump, but accompanied also by some massive bets on that elusive metaverse bigger picture. All of that, plus what we're keeping an eye on this week, right after this message from our sponsors. Now, where do I find a kettle? Unstoppable Domains is the #1 provider of NFT domains. With your unique NFT domains such as Camilla.crypto or Camilla.nft, you can replace your long, complex wallet addresses, verify ownership of your NFTs, log into Web3 apps, and join tens of thousands of people using them as their Twitter usernames. Better yet, with Unstoppable Domains, you don't have to worry about gas or renewal fees, and you own them forever. Go to unstoppabledomains.com and get yourname.crypto, .x, .nft, or a range of other endings for as low as $5. So yeah, let's get into it. Last week was really bloody. Now, if you're new to this, there's most likely going to be a deadly cocktail of fear, self-doubt, self-loathing, and that deep feeling of having been mugged, rugged, and drugged by the non-stop high of gains. Skeptical journalists take this as their opportunity to plunge the knife deep into the beating heart of everything that we know and love. Dan Olson released a 2.25-hour-long documentary explaining everything that's wrong with NFTs. Everything seemed to be upside down or backwards.
For online content creators, the unavoidable subject of 2021 has been NFTs, from incredibly cringeworthy ape profile pics to incomprehensibly tasteless tributes to deceased celebrities to six-figure sales of the original copy of a meme. It is the thing that is currently dominating the collective brain space of digital artists and sucking up all the oxygen in the room.
Nouriel Roubini, Bitcoin's bestest ever troll, emerges from his cave once more to pour scorn on everything we know and love. Now, it can feel horrible, and it feels especially horrible when all around you can see signs of legitimacy appearing. The news that sent shockwaves through everything last week was, of course, Microsoft's acquisition of Activision for $68.7 billion. Call of Duty, Overwatch, Diablo, and World of Warcraft now fall under Xbox Game Studios, and this is bad news for Sony, whose shares were minced, losing nearly $20 billion. The New York Times called this a big bet, biggest, bestest bet on the metaverse, although nobody can be entirely sure what that actually means. The feeling is that this is a power move to counter Meta's advance into whatever it is we end up agreeing the metaverse actually is. And then there's Walmart, where you can find stuff like this, quietly preparing to enter the metaverse. Quietly. So quietly that every journalist was writing about it. The retail monster filed several new trademarks that seem to indicate an intention to sell virtual goods and offer a virtual currency alongside the NFTs. Now, if you're catching a message here, it's not Web3 at all. It's e-commerce 2.0. Possibly. Nobody really knows, to be honest, but they do love to speculate about it. Then, Twitter announced the rollout of NFT profile pics. Subscribers to the Twitter Blue service will be able to set up an actual NFT as a profile picture. The monster innovation here is the introduction of a non-square geometric shape known in mathematics as a hexagon. This hexagon will act as a window to your soul, a mark of humility, and a portal to a previously unreachable realm known as the Twatsphere, where everybody is just tone deaf. Now, it's absurdly easy to fake your own profile pic, but the Twitter Blue service is subscription-based and it costs $2.99 a month. Oh yeah, it's only available in the US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. In other news, while the markets were choking on their own blood, NFTs, well, they refused to follow suit. While not quite at the levels of December, OpenSea volume has still been riding high, while those Meebits continue to swap hands at speed as users look to cash in on the no royalties and just bang up, make a ton more ramen on Looks Rare. Finally, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this chart. Down only. But what is it? Well, it's the Yankee yield reserve, down over $35 million in a month. If it keeps at this rate, well then in 6 weeks, the reserve will be gone. The Degen box strategy we covered a few weeks back, plus the rip on reserves from Orion Money means Anchor is going to have to move fast to bring the borrow side of the market back in line to balance the market. But the net APR there right now is minus 2.76%, and that ain't going to cut it. So that's it for this week's Quick Take. We will play you out with a beautiful rendition of that Maker Liquidation from the inimitable Jonathan Mann. Go check him out on Twitter. He writes a new song every day, and this one's a peach. Now I'm going to go and see if they've got a bed for me in that skip.
Maker is about to market down $600 million worth of ETH, unless someone can phone up their 7 siblings guy and tell him to top up his vault in the next 30 minutes. Will be 65 million worth, sold every 30 minutes.